All right, so it's time to work on that reflective essay. And your first step is to download and open that reflective essay outline. When you do, you're going to get a document that looks like this. So let's go through what each of these components are. The first paragraph you're going to write is an introduction. It'll contain a hook, which is something to grab the reader's attention, the thesis, which is how you've grown as a student, reader, and researcher, and some sort of transition or summary of the main points to get us towards the body paragraphs. Now, students usually get tripped up on this transition or summary, but it can be something as simple as, I'll tell you the ways in which I grew in the following paragraphs. Fine with me. The next paragraph is going to be a body paragraph about how you've grown as a student. Your thesis sentence or the first sentence will be, I have grown as a student, but you're going to want to paraphrase that and put it in your own words. So for example, I really grew a lot as a student in the first part of this semester. That would be fine. The next things that you're going to do are fill in information about how you've grown. I've given you a sample of some things you can include, like the most challenging portion of this course has been to overcome this challenge. I started out spending X many hours, now I spend this many. I've learned that I blank. The in-class activities that have helped me the most are blank. And you're going to fill in that information in paraphrases so that you're not using those exact sentence stems, but you actually are filling in that content. Now, a lot of students freak out and think, I don't know what to write. But the truth is you've already written some of these answers for homework. So what I want you to do is go back to Unit 5. And you'll notice that in Unit 5, you already completed a student growth reflection essay as well as a reader growth reflection essay. So that's great. If we actually click on these, you're going to discover that you have some of these answers already written out for you. So what I like to do is I would copy and paste this first part right in here. I would copy and paste my second answer right in here, and so on. So give me one moment and I'll fill that in. Okay, so all of my answers are pasted in. My next step is to do some light editing. The topic sentence stem is still there, so I want to change it. Maybe something more original. So I've really grown as a student in the last 8 weeks. It's a little bit more original than the one that was there before. My next step is to try to bring all those answers to those sentences back together into one paragraph. So I have a good start there. The next thing that I'm going to do is just change it to the same kind of font, and that's just because that's how I like it. So I'm going to make it all the same lettering so it looks like a paragraph, and it can be that simple. Your next step will be to read through and make sure that you have all the information that you want to include. You'll do the same thing for your growth as a reader and your growth as a researcher. Now the last paragraph is going to be a transition from your body paragraph. So in the previous paragraphs I told you about how I've grown, a restatement of your thesis, and then a closing thought. A closing thought is something like, I can't wait to see how much I will change in the next half of the semester, or something along those lines. Sometimes people use song lyrics or quotes for closing thoughts and attention grabbers or hooks. That's okay with me. It's completely up to you. So when you're done, I want to show you what this should look like. Once you have put all of your information into that outline, you're going to want to get rid of all of those headers, all of those sentence stems, and make sure it's all your own original work. So this is what a final reflection essay looks like. Now it needs to be at least 2 pages for the midterm, and it'll be 3 to 5 on the final. So this definitely meets the page limit, and it has all of the required information, and it looks like a beautiful paper. Good luck to you. Your last step is uploading this into the midterm project folder, and I can't wait to see how you see yourself as growing as a student, reader, and researcher.